Hello, welcome back. Are you guys ready for some cards? I almost said, are you guys ready to work out? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's see if I can move this in a little closer. Perfect. Zoom out a bit. Even better. Oh my gosh, I might be getting the hang of this. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. And a cat. Hello, you are first in line. I am a reselling grandma on multiple platforms. If you are interested in the reselling portion of my channel, or maybe just interested in what I might have in my stores, I leave the links in the description box of most all of my videos. Now I'm trying to get as close to the camera stand as I can. Perfect. Hello, all. Welcome. Let me get you pulled up over here. Oopsies, wrong one. So I can see. Go from top chat to live chat. Andrea, hello, welcome. I mentioned you yesterday, my dear. Because we had a Hector. How are you? Pure Soul, how are you, Harpreet? Trey, how are you, my friend? And see if I am caught up. Skip. Oh, you had pancakes. Yum. All right, let me type in hello. And my email address. And I'll highlight that as well. Perfect. In case anybody wants a free in-depth card reading, I will add you to the list. It is beautiful out. Beautiful day out. A little foggy, but beautiful. So today I'm using the Rider Tarot deck. I forgot to put the box up. For the True Love cards. There. All right. So let's just get started. Let's get this party started with Aniket. Whichever fits. Is it tier? Thandy, hello, you are number 5. How are you? All right, let's get started. Aniket, you can choose your oracle, my friend. Trey. I like Trey. I think it sounds cool. I am good. I am good. I feel, I don't know how to say it, but because we're coming into Pisces very, very soon, and that is my sign. I feel energized, inspired. Yeah. It's a great day. Spring is my favorite, which is coming soon. Favorite time of the year. I love everything about spring. Even the way it smells when the ground thaws out. You can just smell the earth coming to life. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. That's probably weird. I will surprise you. All right. I mean, I love summer because we can ride our motorcycles. But spring is just a sign of better things to come. On a cat, we will do, well, let's check the maps. Let's see. I see some surprise change in your life, my friend. Almost. Oh, here. They're just jumping all over for you today. All right, so the first card you have is the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. It's positive. This card is, let me make sure I get the right one. This card is destiny and fulfilling it. So it represents surprise change. So seize all opportunities coming your way. Grow. Take risks. That is super important. Take risks if need be. Positive, yes. Sometimes in life we stray from our destiny. The appearance of this card represents, it has a way of pulling you back when you get too far. And I left my important notebook, the one I was rewriting, because I have more stuff in it in the other room. That's all right. We'll continue. Good old destiny and fulfilling it. So, surprise change. Past, present, future. This may have been something that has just recently happened. Past. Could be recent past or past past. You have the Four of Pentacles representing speculate to accumulate suit. The four is selfishness, but for a reason. And this is your present, what's going on right now. And your reason is material security and financial stability. People might call you greedy, stubborn, whatever. It's for a reason. It also represents that you should take no uncalculated risks when it comes to the speculate to accumulate portion of your life. Your present, future, past, present, future, is Major Arcana, the Death card. Don't freak out. It doesn't mean Aniket is going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. This card also represents inevitable change. Surprise change, inevitable change. Note the direction this change is facing towards your future. It's a neutral energy card. It may be an emotional time, but it is going to be very transformative. Stop avoiding living life to the fullest. Because of I have things, you guys know my handwriting is so small. Stop avoiding living life to the fullest because of self-imposed limitations. Your oracle for the day. I don't know why I feel like I have to share that with you guys, but yeah. That's my issue. Small handwriting. And procrastinating on the next project. The notebook. The notebook. Upright encouragement represents that you're being encouraged to step into the power of your life. Into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored. And note the direction this card is facing. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need, and you won't be alone in your quest. Every step I apologize, I didn't mean to squeal. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Touch of love. Hello, welcome. Would you like to be added to the list? Aniket, you're welcome. You are welcome. Don't be afraid to take risks. Not when it comes to money. Speculate to accumulate when it comes to money. Touch of love. Would you like to be added? You would be number 6 on the list. Andrea, you are next. Andrea. I feel like there should be a song for the name Andrea. It sounds like a good, strong name, Andrea. All right, message. All right. Marcia, hello. Have I watched Pride and Prejudice? I don't think so. Is it on Netflix? Marcia, you, if you'd like to be added to the list, Marcia, you are number 6. All right, Andrea. Oh, that was fast. All right, where did, I can't remember where they went. I can't remember their name. Oh my goodness, I keep passing it. Touch of love. Are you still here, my friend? All right, let's get started. Andrea, you can pick your oracle, my friend. I apologize for being distracted with the chat. Filming here, but over here on my desktop, the chat is huge. Even larger than I can get it on my laptop. Let spirit choose. All right. Mermaids. So the tarot, just in case anybody missed it, past, present, future are the positions. One more shuffle because we haven't used these yet. All right. The first card you have, Major Arcana, the Devil, neutral energy card. It says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Just do it. You can do it. Take note. I'm going to use a pointer. Take note of how the chains are around their necks and not their hands or feet. So you can easily break free from whatever is holding you back in fear. But also, because it's tarot, the devil also says, if you keep wanting, you will always be in need. Past card. Present card. This card here, the Four of Swords. This card here. Where the heck that came from. I've never said that before. I don't even know how that came out. This card represents, note the direction this person is facing. This is an after conflict or stress, rest and examination because a new life awaits. So rest and examination after whatever is, it's a past. It's facing your past. It can be way past or recent past. I don't know that. Swords represents weeks. You also have the Page of Cups. Cups is not that way. It is over here. Note the direction the page is facing. Cups is our emotions suit. Court cards can also represent physical appearance. So this can represent a light or fair-haired person. The Page of Cups says, enjoy life. Make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention. And live life like there's no tomorrow. So enjoy the here, the now, the present. Again, savor being the center of attention. Note the direction he's facing. And your oracle for the day is the Decisions. These mermaids are so pretty. I love them. It's gonna be a sad day for me when I let these cards go on auction. This card says it's time to make an important decision. Consider any choices carefully and then act. You might be pleasantly surprised by the outcome. This mermaid knows her decisions can affect other people, so she takes the time to think about them carefully before she commits to a positive course of action. But remember, any decision you make can have a very happy outcome. So stay positive. Remember I said rest in examination, a new life awaits. It also represents you may need to get rid of some stuff that is useless. But again, so any decisions you make can have a very happy outcome. So stay positive and look on the bright side. Trust in destiny because all is well. Note the direction she's facing towards your future. So, do you know if that's on Netflix? Pure Soul. It's your turn. Coffee. Harpreet, my dear, you get to pick. You get to pick any oracle. You guys, I'm so excited. Tomorrow's Friday. Not only because it's Friday in the weekend. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. I'm so excited for that, of course. But I'm super excited because it's the last day of that stinking chair challenge for a whole week. And I'll be here next week. I don't know if everybody caught that, but I will be here. Bride and Prejudice. All right, I'll have to, whoops. I'll have to write it down. It's a romantic novel. It's not going to make me cry, is it? I cannot watch stuff like that. Not for me if it's going to be a tearjerker. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, all right. Yeah, you guys know Grandma's had enough sorrow in her life. I cannot watch stuff like that. These are your extras. Pure Soul. I'll put them off to the side. I'm making a mess of my cards. The first card you have is the Eight of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles is the speculate to accumulate suit. It's also represents the winter time, something happening slow. like years. The 8 is the journeyman, and it represents working or studying toward a goal. It says keep going with this path of training or studies, whatever it is you're doing. It's been a long, hard road with a lot of time and money spent. The skills you have acquired will serve you well, and you have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well for your talents. Again, working toward a goal, facing your future. The second card you have is the 9 of Cups. Cups is our emotion suit. It's a positive. It's a yes suit. It represents something slow, but months. Years for Pentacles, months for Cups. Positive, yes, slow. A 9 on the 1 through 10 of the Minor Arcana represents a resting phase. This card represents it's a wish or abundance card. It represents being pleased with yourself and surrounding yourself with your achievements, like trophies, or if you hunt, maybe you display them. Whatever it is, you surround yourself with your achievements. You love to entertain, be the life and soul of the party. You can have all you desire, my friend, if you wish and vision a better life. Abundance or wish card. The rewards of dedication to a purpose is contentment and happiness. So, dedication to a purpose. You have the King of Wands. Note the direction the king is facing. Kings represent an older, mature male whose active influence is either entering or leaving one's life. Court cards can represent physical appearance, and this one represents a light or fair-haired person. The Egyptian tarot, the hair is all the same color, but they still represent different ones. The King of Wands, light or fair-haired person. And this card says, Wands represents something happening fast, days. Yes card, positive. It's in energies, it's action, it's will, and it can also represent a business matter. So take action, express your reason to be. This card says you can inspire enthusiasm where there's a lethargy. So it means you can get that lazy person up and going, or that, get that slower person moving. It says you put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence, and you're a master at putting a new spin on any situation. I love when you guys just chitter chatter in the chat. It's awesome. Someone's reading The Haunting Adeline. Oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds so good. I have so many books to catch up on. I can't read anything else yet. Okay, you also have extras, Pure Soul. Temperance. This card represents an emotional and physical balance. It's a positive card. It's a yes card. But it also represents moderation and self-control. Remember, I said emotional and physical balance. It needs to be handled carefully because it could easily spoil. We know balance could easily spoil one way or another. It's also change and going for it when the time is right. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I have more written down. I'm always adding stuff. Focus. Okay, yeah. Focus on emotional and physical balance. That's what I added. You also have the 3 of Cups. This represents a relationship. That's not true. Oh my gosh. This card is a celebration, joy, wedding, engagement, a social event. More important, go for it because it represents a successful conclusion. And you have the Wheel of Fortune, another good one to receive. Major Arcana. I'm trying not to take too much time, waste time. It's a positive card and it represents good old destiny and fulfilling it. Another change card. Your oracle for the day is Gaia, nurturing. One moment, there it is. Alina, hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, we haven't seen you in a long time. Let me add you to the list. All right, pure soul. This card says, receiving can be a sacred act if your intention is to honor spirit. It is as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart. This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing. So let others give it to you. It may be a stretch to do so because of childhood conditioning, or it's a habit that needs to be overcome. Your wounds can be healed. One way to achieve this is to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you. Consider the actions you take that are self-nurturing. What comes to mind when you really think about doing beneficial things for yourself? It says set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart, and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you in her bosom as you breathe with her and relax into her loving care. I love this card, and it reminds me of going on a picnic. You know how you spread the blanket out on the ground and you lay down and you just relax and breathe. Yeah, I love it. Yes, Alina is number 7. Trey, you are next. Alina, how are you? You're welcome, my friend. You are welcome. I'm great. Thank you for asking. Trey, you could pick your oracle. If you already did, I apologize for not seeing it. Thandy is after Trey. Oh, you're literally in stress. Oh, girlfriend, we're here to help you. The wisdom. Perfect, thank you. So, Alina, first thing about this stress, the first thing you have to do is breathe, relax, and when I say relax, relax your shoulders. Remember, space between your shoulders and your earlobes. Nothing should have you crunched up and stressed like that. So relax and breathe. All right, Trey. Barbara, hello. Sunil, hello. Barbara, I'll add you to the list. Is number 8. As soon as I get this card for Trey. Sunil, you're number 9. All right, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Trey, the first card you have is the Three of Wands. Wands represents something happening fast, positive, yes. It represents will. Uh, hold on. It's energy, action, will, and quite possibly business matters. Note the direction he's facing. Moving onward. All right, so the Three of Wands. This card represents an advancement, new horizons, and promises. It's also an activating card on the 1 through 10 of the minors. So you, my friend, you must be active yourself. Me too. I threw that myself in there. I don't know where that came from either. It's one of them days, I tell you. Divinely Unique. Hello, welcome. There's the cooking channel. Divinely Unique, you're number 10. So the next card you have is the Three of Cups. Positive, yes. Present, what's going on right now. This cup represents a celebration. It's joy. So it can be a wedding, an engagement, a social event. If somebody invites you somewhere, go. Go for it. It represents a successful conclusion. You also have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, remember, wands, positive, yes. It can represent a business matter. It represents something happening fast. Days, note the direction the Queen is facing, your future. The Queen of Wands represents love and money. She says, believe in your power and focus on arriving at your destination by yourself. That doesn't mean that you'll be single, like relationship-wise. I mean, it can if you are single, sure. But it doesn't mean that you're going to be single if you're in a relationship. It just means that your significant other may not be interested in whatever endeavor it is you're interested in. So alone that way. So again, I lost my place. Focus on arriving at your destination by yourself. Now, if you have a question, this card also represents a dark woman, like a country woman, someone who's tanned. Court card can represent physical appearance, so it can represent a light or fair-haired person. And the Queen represents an older, mature woman who is steady and enduring for good or evil, depending upon dignity. Looking towards your future. So if you have a question, if the question is about a man, the man is well disposed, which means they probably have money. They probably have plenty of pentacles. How's that? Abundance. They're friendly, favorable, and sympathetic. Now, if you have a question about a woman, yes, this woman is interested in you. It can also go as application-wise, too. If you've put an application in and you have a man or a woman looking at your application, so don't, it depends on your situation. Your oracle for the day is prosperity. Make sure you pick it in the proper language, Grandma, because otherwise you're never going to be able to read it. This is so pretty. I love, love, love the blues in it. All right. So, the money plant resembles the full moon, the fullness of power, blessings, and abundance. Dendritic agate is known as the stone of plenitude. So when things are challenging in terms of money or resources, the inclination is to hold on tight and to grasp what you do have. But prosperity is meant to flow. Don't close yourself off from the abundance of the universe by giving into the scarcity mindset. Plant whatever seeds are available and receive what is given. The card says, I have all I need, including having enough to share with others. I continually encourage the flow of abundance in the world and eliminate the blocks that hoarding causes. 7 waves, hello, welcome. I should say welcome back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Beautiful card, Trey. Sandy, you are next. And then Marsha. Alina, thank you. You're not talking to me. She's like, I am a subscriber, goofball. What oracle would you like? I apologize. Hopefully they're all in. So we have mermaids, wisdom, earth magic, enchanted maps, crows, and the love cards. I know, Alina. I have a short-term memory. I apologize. Gala. I don't know which one it is. This one? I know. I have no idea where that thank you for subscribing came from, Alina. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. You wouldn't have a moderator. A moderator shield. So I apologize for that faux pas. I have no clue where it came from. Love card it is. I looked up, I saw it, and responded. Marsha's next. 1, 2, 3, and a true love. I knew immediately after I said it. As soon as I said it, Alina, I knew you were not talking about my channel. But hey, it was too late. I already said it. Oh, goodness. All right, so the first card you have, Sandy, is the King of Cups. The King of Cups cups represents our emotions. Positive, yes. Something happening slow, but months, not years, months. And it also can show a person whose active influence is entering or leaving one's life. Note the direction the king is facing toward your future. So he says it's a dignity card. Maintain your composure, set a good example, and be the person you would want supporting you. This can be a person you know. They agree with you and they're agreeable for you. You have the 9 of Swords. This card represents grieving. The 9 is a resting phase. The 9 steps of grieving. Each step represents a phase we all go through in grieving, every single step. You can't skip one. Nobody can tell you to hurry up and get to the next one and get over it. That'll never happen. So we all grieve. We all grieve differently. This too shall pass. It is a 9, almost there. It can represent death, miscarriage, failure, despair, deception. Again, it's a resting phase. You're almost there. We all grieve for a different reason. You also have a 10, the completion of a cycle. This is the 10 of Pentacles, the speculate to accumulate suit, and it represents the master, and that you can slow down. It's a structure card. Keep the outcome in mind and keep working toward it. But in that outcome is lasting security and wealth. But you don't have to do it all by yourself. You need to delegate now. Slow down, take it easy, let others take on more responsibilities. It represents a well-established foundation, family harmony, and the fulfillment of a substantial legacy. Future card. You have the boundaries card for your oracle. Let me find it real quick. There's nothing real quick about this, let me tell you. Boundaries. You have drawn this card today because it's time for you to look at the way you have set your personal boundaries in the past, as well as the present. Take a gentle look at what these boundaries have created for you in your life so far, and resolve to reset them where necessary. Ask your angels and guides to support you in communicating more lovingly and clearly from now on. A clear and healthy sense of self, is a great foundation for love. Marcia, you're next, my friend. I loved it. Yes, it is a very nice reading. I agree. Earth wisdom, no problem. Alina, you are after Marcia. See, we can just cruise right on through when I don't pay that much attention to the chat. Where did Anaket go? I'm curious how many steps you're up to now, Anaket. Oh, you found some ghost cards? How stinking adorable. Are you going to do a video on them? Like a reveal? Moon, I love that card. You're welcome, Sandy. Nice. Good for you. That'll be a piece of cake. Cakewalk. Cake. Somebody said cake. That's my middle name. Sometimes. Yeah, I would love to see those cards. Oops. Well, that's a deep subject. Lizzie, hello, welcome. Yeah, absolutely, Anaket. It can be easy. Lots of people do a mile before each meal. So you just got to find what works for you. All right, so the first card you have, Marsha, is the Moon card. Very fitting because we're going into the Pisces phase. Major Arcana, it represents the Moon, and it's a neutral energy card. It's a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the Moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. Um, so the Moon has multiple phases, and each phase represents something that you too will have to go through. But after the Moon goes through all the phases, it's new and full. Just like you will be new, full, a new Marsha. Um, a new Marsha. You have the Page of Wands. Major, that's a court card. It can represent appearances. Alina's doing good with the tarot. The Page of Wands, appearance-wise, can represent a light or fair-haired person. Note the direction the page is facing, your future. The Page of Wands represents a longer time frame, successful, but a longer time frame. So conjure your brilliance, burst out, be proud, be active, and be creative. Your next card is the Knight of Pentacles. Note the direction the Knight is facing. Pentacles is our speculate to accumulate suit. And this card can represent a younger person who's active, enduring situation or person. Facing your future. Reliable, dependable. But when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. Curious, Marsha, who that might be. You have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords represents 9 steps of grieving. Each sword is a step that you have to go through. But it's a 9, a resting phase. 10 being the completion. You are almost there. And again, we all grieve for different reasons. Yes, obviously death, but it could be deception, despair, failure, or miscarriage. It could be anything. It does not have to be death. Almost over. You have the Queen of Cups. Note the direction she is facing toward whatever's going on. Queen represents an older, mature woman, steady, enduring, for good or evil, depending on the surrounding cards. Cups is our emotions, positive, yes. The Queen says follow your heart and your intuition. Look within to see where you can be a little more loving and caring. We can all be a little more loving and caring, though, Marsha. That's not something unique to you. But you can't go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others. Respond accordingly. Show compassion. Don't turn your back on those who need your support. You have the your oracle for the day is heart healing. I love this plant. I just found a crochet video for it too. Yep, gonna be making one. Heart healing. Bleeding heart heals broken hearts and wounds caused through relationship issues. Emeralds are tiny, brilliant crystals of emotional healing. A broken heart is one of the hardest wounds to heal because we often go about it wrong. We generally lash out in anger or indulge in non-productive self-pity and consequently distract ourselves from actually feeling the emotions. Feel your honest emotions, honor them, and release them, making way for true healing. The card says, my heart hurts. I feel the pain and name the source of it. I allow myself to experience it even though it is hard. I honor the experience of my heart, and I release the pain. That's a nice card. Let's see. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. Alina, let's see what the cards have for you. You can pick your oracle as well. Is it called Odisha? All right, so let's see what the cards say for you, my friend. Odisha. That's a cool name. All right, here we go. All right, Alina. All right, let's see what we have. Coffee break. Why did I put my coffee way over there? Did you choose an oracle? Thank you. So, the very first card you have is in the past position, the Three of Swords. It represents petty conflict. So, grudges need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back and act as mediator, or things are just going to get worse. So whatever it is, it has something to do with your past. Let bygones be bygones. In my opinion, truthfully. It's oh, here I thought I had you guys all fixed, not kicking you or anything. In your present position, currently surrounding you in your question, you have the Knight of Cups. It's a positive, it's a yes. It represents something happening slow, but months. It also, cups also represents the summertime. The Knight of Cups represents a quest, and the quest is for you to fulfill your desires, what you're passionate about. Don't hold back. If you feel strong about something or someone, then do something about it. It's a positive, it's a yes, looking toward your future. Your future card is the Page of Pentacles, the Speculate to Accumulate. I'm going to presume this card represents you. It represents young at heart, the voice inside you urging you to follow your destiny. The page says, examine what strengths you possess, speculate to accumulate, figure out how to turn every possibility into gold. And it represents the beginning of a practical or domestic endeavor and a focus on material matters. Alina, more important card you have for, you have to earn the Ace of Wands. This card represents, let me get there. This card represents the urge to get out and do something new. It's the start of something new, the beginning of something, because it's an ace. More important, it represents never stop striving for what you want. This something new could be a new career, a new place to live, school, or a new look. You know things can't remain the way they are. You're full of pioneer spirit and it drives you forward. But You must make the first move, and you must believe in yourself. That's key. Believe in yourself. It may be the making of you. Positive, yes. You'll hear represents something happening fast, days. You have the Eight of Swords, which represents you are restricting yourself. You are your own worst enemy. You're mentally creating obstacles. You are your own worst enemy. Don't do that. And because of these mentally creating obstacles, it can represent bad news on the horizon. You don't want that. You have the Major Arcana, the Magician. This card represents positive change. Something is going to happen fast. Positive, yes. It encourages you to be resourceful. Use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And it's all in the know-how. Every single card you have says yes, yes, yes. And you'll probably hear something soon. Your oracle for the day is Ride the Wave reversed. Now, reversed, this card says, you may be mistaking a rogue wave for a fun ride. You can only coast so long before you hit the shoreline with a solid smack. The tide is ebbing, and your activities are now preparing you for when that wonderful wave comes in that you can ride. You're meant to learn to be a strong swimmer now. Don't worry. Preparation ensures a successful result. However, you must be patient, wait for the right moment. Now is the time for conscious preparation and skill building. Prepare. It's also like that luck saying. People are always like, luck is about being in the right place at the right time with the right skills. So be prepared. Barbara, you are next. I'm in. Hello. Welcome. I'm good. How are you? Yes. Yes. Correct. But you must work. You must meet it halfway. You can't just sit by idly and wait for it to come to you. You're welcome. Ilham, I will add you on the list. You will be number 13. Lucky number 13. Is Barbara still here? Barbara, you can choose an oracle of your choice. I'll just give her a couple moments. So the first card we have is the Chariot card. Past position representing you have been on a plateau. The appearance of it represents victory. It's a major arcana. Victory. Positive. It's the Chariot. So finally, forward movement. But you must go. Once you get the momentum, go. Don't take no for an answer. You're welcome, my friend. You are welcome. Positive, yes. Go, go, go. It also suggests you take the road less traveled, too. If everybody's going one way for an opportunity, you, my friend, will have more chances, more doors open if you take the road less traveled. You have the Two of Pentacles in your present position. What is surrounding you right now? This is a card to reorganize. No, an organized card. So it's balance, dedication, flexibility, adaptability. For everything you do, ensure someone else does something as well. Keep a balance. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the maps for Barbara. The next card you have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Remember, this is a speculate to accumulate. Note the direction she's facing toward whatever's going on right now. It's all about balance. So she represents material comfort, stability, abundance, nourishment, practicality. She takes pride and joy in providing for others. But she says, get grounded. Connect with the earthy side of life. Learn to be resourceful, practical, share with others. But more important, attend to your financial affairs. Decrease money going out. Bring more money in. It says you're capable of turning your hand to most things, which means when you think of a way to make money, you generally make money. So think along those lines. Chris and Gabe, is this Gabriel? Hello. What are you doing? Are you taking a break from your own channel to watch Grandma? I love it. So you guys, this is my grandson, Christopher's son, Gabriel. He has a channel called the Geiger Counters. That's their last name, Geiger. I love it. So everybody, subscribe to Gabe, the Geiger Counters. It's nice out, right, Gabe? You playing some b-ball later? All right. So your oracle for the day is details, details, Barbara, reversed. This card says, heed the gentle warning that perfectionism will not lead you to what you desire. Steer it, but it will steer you away from it. Nothing will be good enough when you become obsessed with being perfect. No one can ever measure up to your scrutiny, and nothing that you can ever do will assuage the general feeling of not being up to par. Did I pronounce that right? You guys, I'm going to put it in the chat. You tell me how we pronounce this. You're perfect already, just the way you are, Barbara. Just the way you are. Sunil, you are next. And then Divinely Unique. Swaj. I'll have to ask my good old friend Google how to pronounce it. All right, Sunil, this is for you. That was fast. Correct. I know the meaning, it's the pronunciation. You're fine. You're fine. That sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I'll take those meanings. My cards are getting messy. All right, so Sunil, the first card you have is Major Arcana, the Devil. Neutral energy card. And it says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. You can do it. It also represents that if you keep wanting, you will always be in need. Your present position card is the Moon. It represents a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. And after this journey, you will become new and full. It may be emotional. It's a neutral energy card, but you're going to love who you become. You have the Ace of Cups in your future position. This card represents a celebration or the birth of a child, and you'll discover your renewal for your capacity to feel. It's the start of something. It's an ace. An extra card you have that's important is the Fool, Major Arcana. It represents you're finding yourself finding a beginning at the end, an end. So you are on an unexpected journey. But follow this path. Don't be held back by people who say you're a dreamer. And remember, miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as fools. Your oracle for the day is making a choice, reversed. In reverse, this card says, letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. So don't compromise yourself because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choice. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There's great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. Don't give your power away. And if you're willing to be honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change a few things. You can change course, choose another route, but Sunil, just be willing to clean up whatever it is you've left behind. I do have Pokemon cards somewhere. I do. Divinely Unique, it is your turn. And welcome, Social. Pikachu. I used to have a Pikachu shirt. You can't go wrong with Pokemon, I tell ya. Eevee. Yeah, that's a good one too. Eevee is super cute with that foofy tail. That's something oh dang it, I keep kicking you guys. Something I always thought would be cool too is a fox tattoo. A Pokemon Oracle deck would be awesome, man. I'd probably get... do you know what deck you'd like, my friend? I think this is a perfect time. You have a Pikachu crystal? No way. Now that really makes me jealous. All right, you guys. I have to take a coffee break real quick, which means I got to fill my cup up. Divinely Unique, think about your oracle. Oops, let me put this here. Bring this here. I will be right back. I'll be back. Oh, as fast as my stiff little legs will carry me. Okay. So, I was distracted with Ritz crackers. Got halfway back to the camera and realized I forgot my coffee. But I'm back. Earth Magic. Perfect. Mmm. That was quite warm. All right. Earth Magic. It is. Your choice, whichever one you would like, my friend. Mama of Boys, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. How many boys do you have? All right, let's see what we get for Divinely Unique. Just one oracle is all we need. Well, there it is. You have two. Would you like to be added to the list? All right, Divinely Unique. The first card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. Speculate to accumulate suit. When it comes to appearance, because it's a court card, it can show appearance. And Pentacles represents a darker haired person. Whoops. Oh, I totally forgot how to make an M. Okay. A darker haired person. Note the direction the knight is facing towards your future. The thing about this knight is they're reliable, they're dependable, but when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. And a knight represents generally a younger man, active, younger male, active and enduring situation or person. The next card you have is the Page of Swords. Swords is our fighting, arguing, and discontent suit, whether it's with another person or inner. Note the direction the page is facing. The Page of Swords says, withdraw, get some air, choose your words wisely, for they are sharp, and they can make or break a difficult situation. Also, this card, don't forget that this card is the Sword of Criticism card, and it has two edges. The judgment of others and the judgment of yourself. You have the Queen of Wands. The Queen is the... Whoops, I went too far. The Queen of Wands says, do not withdraw. Do not withdraw from intimidating situations. Adopt witchy glamour. Ooze charm and magic from every pore. Begilding everyone you meet. So I have a begilding spell, aka recipe. If anybody in the chat wants it, send me an email. I'll share it with you. This card represents love and money. So believe in your power and focus on arriving at your destination yourself with no one else's help. Your oracle for the day is New Moon. Also, Wands represents positive. Yes, something happening fast, days. And it can also represent business matters. You have the New Moon for your oracle, which is promise. This card says this is the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for a later date, with your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself. That which you desire will manifest. full cycle. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into full awareness. The next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. The card says a promise has two meanings. It can be a commitment and guarantee to yourself or someone else that a particular thing will happen. Or it can imply that something specific is expected to happen. When your will is aligned with the will of Spirit and your attention's focused on what you wish to have happen, there will be fulfillment and the promise is kept. Seven waves, it is your turn. So don't forget, if anybody would like a free in-depth card reading, that's a whole layout. 10 plus cards, not just the few that fall daily. They're free. Send me an email. I will be happy to put you on a list. Oh, I think I just stuffed it back in the deck. How's that? Perfect. It is very pretty. Mermaid. Perfect. Thank you. You guys. One more good shuffle. All right, seven waves. All right, when will he respond? Queen of Pentacles, time-wise represents years. It's a no. It also represents the winter time as well. Mermaids. Uh-oh. Whoops. I forgot half the deck. That didn't work. One more shuffle. So the first question you had, let's all right, so let's just go through with the rest of the cards. This is the Queen of Pentacles represents a woman. And she says, get grounded, connect with the earthy side of life, be practical, and learn to share with others. Attend to your financial affairs. Decrease money going out and bring more money in. It's the speculate to accumulate card suit. And this person also takes joy in providing for others. The second card you have is the Knight of Pentacles. This is also a no card. It's a speculate to accumulate. The Knight is reliable, dependable, but when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. Note the direction he is facing. Then you have the Chariot, Major Arcana. It represents you have been on a plateau. But the appearance of it represents victory and finally forward movement. And once you get this momentum for you to go, go, go. Don't stop. And don't let anybody tell you no. So I think this person you're talking about is very commitment phobic. The next card you have is Major Arcana, the Devil. It's a neutral energy card. It says stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear and just do it. When's the last time you talked to him? Recently, or has it been a while? September. I fear that your Knight of Pentacles has, like it said, commitment phobic issues. If you haven't heard from him since September, I'm pretty sure it's time to move on. Stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. And the card also represents that if you keep wanting, you'll always be in need. These are all, this is a no, this is a no. I'm pretty sure, I don't think you're going to hear from them. The cards say it's just time to move on. It represents years. Your oracle for the day is the Gentleness card. Let's see what your oracle has to say. This merman says looks can be deceptive, and gentleness can be found in the most unlikely people and situations. When in doubt, look into the heart of the person. This is where the source of true gentleness resides. This merman holds his torch of truth, so that it may illuminate the path of gentleness for you. This card is asking, are you being gentle with yourself? It's easy to be critical and berate ourselves. Our internal dialogue is not always gentle. So if you find yourself doing this, be mindful of it. If you catch yourself being harsh, forgive yourself. Try a softer internal narrative. You'll be surprised at the effects this can have on your general well-being. It can also say if someone around you is in need of gentleness. A lot of people use tough love approach in life, but it's not effective for everybody. Gentleness is the key here. So think of the wind blowing softly through the trees. It's powerful, but it's powerful enough to move the leaves, demonstrating that there's strength and gentleness. But sometimes we need to be tough to navigate certain situations. Yet with gentleness comes flexibility. And it means we bend, we don't break. And that alone is worth pondering. If there's a person who needs to treat you more gently, make sure you speak your truth from the heart with kindness and clearly tell them how their hard approach makes you feel. And a more gentle attitude would reap greater rewards for everyone. So I'm going to say somebody else had an issue with not hearing from somebody they were interested in for a long time. And not hearing from somebody since September is a long time. Unless there's like incarceration reasons, something like that. But even then. So what I have to say is, what is meant for you, 7 waves, will never pass you by. And it won't require this much work out of you. Yeah, the last time you talked was in September. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has commitment issues. He's commitment phobic. And there's nothing anybody can do about that. And there's nothing you can change about it. Lizzie, you are next. Wow. 3 years. I didn't see anything either from Aniket. So he just walked away from the relationship after 3 years. Yeah, it's just time to walk away. There's no sense in waiting for something. Waiting. All right, Lizzie, your turn. So don't forget, my friends, if you're interested in any of these cards, decks, I'll leave links in the description box. Of where you can find the exact decks. I don't know. Do you want to keep the doors open after all that time? I mean, really. If you haven't heard from this person since September, it's now February. That's what? September, October, November, 6 months. I don't know. Do you know what the person's been doing while they've been gone? I don't know. Just curious. Just curious if that's something, because it's something else you're adding to your plate. I think it's time to move on, and he has no clue what he let go. And it is true. If it's meant to be, what's meant to be is meant to be. That is true. But, my friend, I would not idly sit by and just wait for him to call you or come by or message you. No. Get out there. Get out there and enjoy life. You weren't meant to live life on the sidelines. All right, Lizzie, the first card you have is the 9 of Cups. This is the wish or abundance card. So it says it's a 9, so it's also a resting phase. 10 being the completion. It says you're pleased with yourself and you surround yourself with your achievements. You love to entertain and be the life and soul of the party. This card says you can have everything you wish and desire if you wish and vision a better life. And it also wants you to know that contentment and happiness are the rewards of dedication to a purpose. You have the 8 of Pentacles, which represents the journeyman, and working or studying toward a goal, long-term success. Keep going with this path you're on. It's been a long, hard road with lots of time and money. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have acquired, okay, the skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well for your talents. Remember, working toward a goal. The 8 is the journeyman, the 3 is the apprentice, 8 is journeyman, 10 is the master. If she's not, they always go back and rewatch it. Lizzie, you also have the 6 of Pentacles. This is the charity and recognition card. So you may be recognized for something good you've done in your future position, and you may be rewarded, monetary reward. Pay off all debt and give to charity. You have the 5 of Cups. 5s are called to put boundaries in place. And this is a loss, but something remains. It's a challenge card, represents shame, guilt, loss. Again, something lost, but something remains. Quite possibly 3 have been taken and 2 are left. It can represent a bitter marriage, a frustration in marriage, the need to turn your back on past mistakes. And it can also represent an inheritance or patrimony. So inheritance from a father or from a male person in your family. Remember, boundaries are not walls to keep people. There's a fruit fly. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. So you let the right ones in and you keep the wrong ones out. You have major arcana strength. This is a positive, yes, represents a Leo. It's a through inner strength. It's power, courage, generous. Be like the trees, strong but bendable. Stay calm in the face of adversity and maintain your composure. Your oracle for the day, Lizzie, is divine protection. Barbara, hello. I believe you were number 8 on the list, unless you're a different Barbara. Divine protection, Lizzie. This card says, Angelica enhances divine protection, spiritual guidance, love, and healing. Andalusite, sometimes called fairy stones, can form a circle of protection. The card says, I fear no evil. I am protected. I lean on the divine to surround and to guide me as I move through this dark and confusing time. Lizzie's waiting, man. She wants to move so bad. So bad. But I think the cards and the oracles are telling her that she needs to hold off on this move until her daughter finishes college, because her daughter may not reside in the same town where she goes to college. And she may have to move again, right? All right, Ilham, you are next, my dear. So, Amin, are you still here? And then Mama of Boys. I can't believe I actually made it to the end of the list and an extra before the end of the live stream. One more good shuffle for Ilham. Is Annie. Okay, thank you. I'm going to do a wisdom for Ilham. Those of you who are new, that is Amin. She uses her son's account. So this is for Ilham. The first card you have is Major Arcana, the Devil, neutral energy card. This has popped up a lot today. It says, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Just do it. You can do it. We're all like that. We have a fear of things we haven't done, and we avoid doing them. But you can do it, truthfully. And I use an example as a simple example. One of my grandsons wanted to swim in the deep end, but he had to take a test. And he wouldn't do it for the longest time because he was afraid of doing it. But when he said this to me, I told him, I said, well, you can still do it. Just do it afraid. It'll be fine. Because he wanted to jump off the diving board so bad. But you got to pass the test first. So, stop avoiding situations that hold you in a state of fear. Because you can do it. But it also wants you to know that if you keep wanting, you will always be in need. We all know that person as well. The one who's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get that Enchanted Map Oracle deck in the mail. It's going to be everything. And then 2 days later, they're like, oh my gosh, I just ordered the Earth Magic. Yeah, it's going to be so great. You know what I mean? If you keep wanting, you will always be in need. I know that's kind of an exaggeration, but it's fairly simple. Present position. 2 of Swords. 2s are called to organize. Swords represents fighting, arguing, discontent, whether with another person or ourselves. This card, oops, wrong page. So if you're new, this is what I'm reading from. It says you're your own worst enemy. It represents indecision, inner conflict, in that you're facing a tough choice. And this is not just you. We're all like that. We decide something, and then we overthink it. And then we change our mind. So, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be your own worst enemies. Trust yourself. Trust your choices and your decisions. The next card you have is the 2 of Cups. Cups, emotions. Positive yes card represents something happening slow, months. It can also represent the summertime. Slow, months, positive, yes. This card represents a relationship. So positive and yes, that it represents love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, squeaky relations, and concord. Concord is an agreement. And more important, it is that which nature has sanctified. It is that positive. And yes, now it can be to a person, a career, a commitment, anything. Your oracle is the healing grief. It says spiderwort. Shauna, please, Sean, please be nice. Please be respectable. Spiderwort, also called widow's tears, heals grief and sadness and is helpful to the overly sensitive. I could totally use that. Lepidolite is useful for balancing the emotions. So dealing with grief is a delicate matter. On one hand, the emotions must be felt, acknowledged, and honored. You must be fully present with your feelings. Now, on the other hand, you must have faith that there's light beyond the darkness. Processing grief requires a delicate touch combined with strength. The card says, I have suffered a great loss. I feel shattered and lost. I am gentle with myself as I process this loss. I comfort myself with the knowledge that there is light beyond the darkness. That was for Ilham. And Mama of Boys, Annie, it is your turn. All right, Annie. So hopefully you can see all the oracles. Oh, you're on the ball, my friend. Yeah, she did. She did come in earlier. I think she came in around the time Alina was here. She may pop back in and be like, I was chopping vegetables. Mermaids, you said, right? All right, so the first card you have is the King of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles is our speculate to accumulate suit. Represents the winter time, which is a perfect time to speculate to accumulate. It represents something happening slow, years. When it comes to time, Tarot doesn't do minutes and seconds and hours. It does weeks. It does pardon me. It does days, weeks, months, and years. Pentacles represents years. Speculate to accumulate. The King can also represent a person whose active influence is entering or leaving one's life. Generally, it's male. And the King says, in a world of success, there's no room for ambition without any real grounding. You need to think you need to think about future security, not just your day-to-day, today security. So create long-term plans. Remember, read small and fine print everywhere. So you're not caught off guard. So before you speculate to accumulate, make sure every project or opportunity is viable, Annie. Take note of the direction the King of Pentacles is facing. You also have a Five of Wands. Fives on the 1 through 10 scale represent a call for boundaries. And again, I state, boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep you safe. That way you let the right ones in. So this is a push and shove card. You notice this is like play, fighting, acting, interacting. If it was serious, it'd be swords. Fighting would be swords. This is play, like games. The card represents competition in the name of the game. But whatever it is, you will win. You'll make sure of winning. Winning is the most important thing to you, and you will do anything to be seen as successful. Now remember, boundaries. It's a halfway point. Why did he choose to reconnect recently? Curious. Is it a competition thing? Were you talking to somebody else? Was there somebody involved? Did he get wind that you might possibly been thinking about getting over him? He just came flying in. All right, well, let's see what the Queen has for you. The Queen of Cups says to follow your heart and intuition. Says you really can't go wrong. Tune into the feelings of others. Respond accordingly. Show compassion. Don't turn your back on those who need your support. The Queen is a positive. It's a yes. Take note of the directions she's facing. Your current situation. Positive, yes. It represents something happening slow. Months. Positive, yes. So sometimes what's meant for you comes back. I don't know, what's that saying? I know there's a saying. I think it's a Bible verse. But my friend, you've got positive cards. Long-term plans, positive. These ones are positive. Speculate to accumulate. Yes, yes. Take your time. You have multiples. You've got multiple oracles. Good thing. We have plenty of time. Angela, hello. The first card you have is the Turn Away card. This card says, turn away from or turn your back on a situation that isn't serving your highest good. Turning away can be an empowering thing to do. The next one you have is the Awareness card. You always have to take note of the directions they're looking to. This card says use your intuition to become more aware of what's going on around you at this time. It could also be time to look underneath that rock. And you have the Move Forward. I love this card. This card says make a move now. The time for waiting is over and forward movement is required. Don't let fear stop you. The Warrior King of the Sea strides boldly forward and asks you to do the same. He says this is the time to make a move, so follow him now. My friend, Annie, if you are not in a relationship with anybody, what's the harm in seeing where it leads? If there were, as long as you're not looking through rose-colored glasses, was there a reason you guys split to begin with? Or was it just a mutual agreement? You're welcome. Chrissy, hello, welcome. I thought I saw somebody else, too, in the chat. Let me scroll back up. Angela. All right, so I have a few minutes. Let's see, Angela. Marcia, you are on the ball. You can pick your oracle, Angela. And Chrissy, you will be next. I'll do the best I can. We'll end the live stream with Chrissy. All right, Angela. Wish or Abundance card. It's a resting phase. Another 9, resting phase. That's your second one. Almost there. Almost completing this phase you're in. Duncan, hello. Welcome. Well, I have less than 10 minutes. But if you stick around, you never know. Oracle, Angela. Perfect. Mermaids. Again, Wish or Abundance. 9 of Swords. Cups, I mean. It represents that you are pleased with yourself. You surround yourself with your achievements. And you love to entertain and be the life and soul of the party. The card says you can have everything you wish, envision. you wish for, if you wish, envision a better life. And it says contentment and happiness are the rewards of dedication to a purpose. You have the Nine of Wands. Again, resting phase. It represents that you are better protected than you think. So surround yourself with reliable support. Draw upon experiences to gain well-deserved territory. See how they're forming a protective barrier behind the Nine of Wands? You want to surround yourself with those type of people. The ones who have your back no matter what, even when you're not around. You have a major arcana, the Strength. This is a positive, a yes. It represents through inner strength, power, courage, being generous. Again, positive, yes. Be like the trees, strong but bendable. You have the Awareness card as well for your oracle. And it says, use your intuition to become more aware of what's going on around you at this time. It could also be time to look under that rock. Chrissy, you are next. You can choose your oracle, my friend. Correct, super chat. We're so close, though. It's like, ah. All right, Chrissy. You're welcome. I'll be back tomorrow, my friends. Chrissy, you have the Strength card as well. Note the direction it's facing in your past. Must be you required some inner strength from your past. Earth Magic. Thank you, my friend. So, you must have had to call upon a lot of inner strength in your past. The next card you have is the Six of Wands. This card represents things are good at the moment. You have achieved success. It says, but beware. Be wary of experiencing dissatisfaction after experiencing the heady heights of success. What this card means is it's a reminder to be thankful and grateful for the things in your life and the things you've encountered in your life. And the universe responds by sending you more things to be thankful and grateful for. You have the Ace of Cups. Positive, yes. This is positive, yes. Something happening fast, days. Positive, yes. Happening slow, months. This card represents a celebration or the birth of a child. More important, you'll discover a renewal for your capacity to feel. You have a Two of Pentacles representing a need to organize, and it represents balance, dedication, flexibility, adaptability. For everything you do, Chrissy, ensure somebody else does something as well. You have another organizing card, but it represents that you are your own worst enemy. Indecision, inner conflict, and you may be facing a tough choice. Trust your intuition, aka gut feeling. None of us follow it enough. You have the Love card. Maybe if I can find it. And this card says, all wounds stem from the illusion of separation from the source. All wounds stem from the illusion of separation from source and all of creation. The route to healing this wound is through cultivating love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself. Not a bland standard of unquestioned acceptance, but a heartfelt sense of profound relatedness to whatever you perceive as part of yourself, from yourself. True compassion requires not only the feeling of warmth that emanates when you are in touch with your heart center, but in acts of kindness, even if this simply means being a fully attentive listener. Respect the fact that your heart is a giver, putting out electrical energy, and a receiver, drawing in magnetic energy. These energies are best sensed by attending to the steady flow of your breathing while noticing your heart area. Righteousness, fear, anger, and judgment are some common ways to block your natural desire to love. Forgiveness is not only letting go of judgment, but also seeing through the illusion that you and all that is are separate. Look about you and inside of you and do your best to love whatever you see. How are we doing for time? Oh my gosh. Duncan, are you still here? I got a couple minutes. We'll see what the cards have for you. So I'm going to do my outro. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I hope you guys have the best day ever. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and check out my membership levels. I offer 4 of them. Chrissy, you are welcome. We'll be back tomorrow too. Hopefully you can come in sooner and get on earlier. And we can spend a little more time with your cards. All right, Duncan. The Chariot, victory, and finally forward movement. Of course, I would fall on the floor. So, don't give up. Momentum will carry you forward to victory, Duncan. You have the 2 is an organizing, balancing, flexibility, and adaptability. For everything you do, ensure someone else does something as well. Keep a balance. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Note the direction he's facing. The Knight of Pentacles represents a reliable, dependable person, but when it comes to the heart, they go the extra mile in the other direction. This person is very commitment phobic. And Duncan, with that, I apologize. I will not be able to get any further, but I hope to see you all here tomorrow. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you for being here, and I hope you all have the best day ever.